And thank you. Welcome to today's event, Infor WMS, the future of warehouse management. I'm Action Industry Marketing Specialist Jason Naxted, and at the end of the presentation today, we'll have time to answer any of your questions. And as always, this will be recorded. So if something you think you may have missed, you can always watch it online on our YouTube channel. View our landing page, which I will give you the handy dandy link to at the end, or reach out to Action to schedule a demo for yourself or your company. Down at the bottom of your screen, you'll see some icons. From there, you can ask questions. You can visit action.com. You can view any attached resources or request a demo. Today's event will discuss how Infor WMS combines warehouse fulfillment with embedded labor management and 3D visual analysis to give unprecedented visibility in inventory, orders, equipment, and people. Today's presenter, Mr. Alex Darnell, application consultant for WMS and Action. Alex, why don't you go ahead and take it away, sir?
All right. Thank you, Jason. All right. Good afternoon, everybody. Today, we're going to be discussing Infor WMS and the future of warehouse management. So Infor defines a warehouse management system as a software application that orchestrates the operations of a warehouse, distribution center, or fulfillment center. So some of the capabilities that Infor WMS offers is complete warehouse automation, 3D warehouse layout and inquiry, pallet license plating, serialized expirations with last in, first out, and first expired, first out. Offers multiple languages along with 3PL as well, and labor management and yard management are included with that. ERP WMS integration is the process of connecting your WMS software systems and the ERP to ensure a seamless exchange of data and real-time communication between the two software. So the ERP system creates and maintains the master data, adds suppliers, carriers, sends purchase orders, ASNs, which are advanced shipping notices, and outbound orders to the WMS, in addition to generating invoices. So the benefits of having those two systems combined with each other is you get a single source of truth, you get real-time inventory tracking, and you have enhanced decision-making with all of that data at your fingertips. So what makes Infor WMS stand out? Well, Infor WMS solution is trusted by over 1,200 customers in more than 50 countries. They have 99.9% bin level accuracy, a 30% increase in productivity, and a 20% reduction in labor costs for customers that have switched over to Infor WMS. Here at the bottom, you can see some of the large Infor WMS customers here, such as Ford, Puma, Johnston Supply, Samsung, and so on. So Infor WMS, united solution for distributors. It's a single platform for core and advanced warehousing with embedded cross-site discovery, 3D visual analytics, and labor management. It's able to easily handle serial lot tracking, license plating, voice collect, voice automation agent, along with managing your inventory for many owners and 3PL management as well. And here in this infographic right here, you can kind of see the core, these gray boxes in the middle, the warehouse management, the labor management, the 3PL invoicing, and then all of those things that come along with it to the side, like voice processing, cross-docking, replenishment, all of that cohesive in one ecosystem. Infor WMS also supports deployment of additional fulfillment modules, so your B2B and your D2C processing from a single facility. So you have intuitive wave planning, flexible allocations, whether they be dynamic or hard allocations, those product rotations, as well as multiple levels of measurement for your products as well, whether they be eaches or interpacks, cases, pallets, pounds, kilos, so on and so forth. Along with those inventory attributes, you have the access to have your lot codes, country of origin, shelf size, style, color, so on and so forth. The sky's really the limit with the data you're able to capture and maintain. And then lastly, you're also easily able to integrate with small partial shipping systems as well. So inventory management. One of the major challenges in distribution is inventory management. Distributors need to be able to balance keeping enough stock to meet demand without overstocking. So with Infor WMS, you'll be able to balance your inventory throughout the network. You'll have bin level order accuracy. You'll be able to easily rotate product in and out, provide omni-channel inventory level access, and have easy access to cycle counting as well throughout your facilities. Creating operational excellence, achieving perfect order fulfillment and delivering on your customer promise by implementing a best-in-class WMS system is a true cloud solution. So we'll kind of briefly look at this infographic here as well. All of this stuff is included, the omni-channel fulfillment with your evolving workforce, the scalability. So as your business grows, the WMS system is able to grow along with you, whether that mean adding 1, 2, 3 more warehouses throughout the years as you get bigger and bigger. This is the kind of system that can grow along with you. That way, 2 or 3 years down the line, you're not trying to find another system. You've got the system that can scale with your company. Now, for our next step here, we're going to hop over to a demo, and I'm going to just give you a live demonstration of some of the software here for the Infor WMS. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen. Okay. All right, so to kick things off, I want to jump right into the demonstration here and just kind of show the flow of goods through the WMS. To demonstrate, I'm going to start here with the visual warehouse inventory screen. Then we'll walk through a little bit of processing, some inventory control with cycle counts, and then we'll wrap it up with some outbound processing at the end. So starting here within our visual warehouse screen. Now, this is a screen that can be configured uniquely for your warehouse, but for our purposes here, this is some demo data that we're working with. And so some of the key and important features here of the visual warehouse is it allows you to see your whole warehouse, your layout, and where all of your products and items are located within that warehouse. So you're able to click on any one of these locations, open it up, and see what items you have in those locations, where it's located, how much you have on those, how much you have on hand of those items, if there's any hold status codes as well, and so on and so forth. Now, a really powerful option you have here with the visual warehouse is you're able to go in and you're able to see task types, whether they be active tasks, so any current picks you have happening or replenishments, as well as historical tasks as well. So I'm going to go ahead and set some historical tasks here for the last 1,000 days. Some of my data is a little old. Go ahead and apply that, filter it out. Actually, let's go ahead and one moment here. Let's see, here we go, picks. Filter it out. Okay, as you can see, now that we've filtered some picks in here, just scroll out a little bit so you can see, we have a visual heat map that shows up for the warehouse. So as you can see, some of these areas here are gray. They haven't been picked very much lately in the past 1,000 days, but we have other areas that are maybe orange or even red. So as you can see here, we scroll over. There we go. This bin right up here, this location is an almost red color. So we're getting a lot of picks from that location. So you may be thinking, hey, what can I do with that data? Well, if you have a high pick area that's way back up here in the back of the warehouse, that might be a good call out for you to say, hey, this is an item that we're moving often. Maybe we should move this down to another area of the facility that's closer to the outbound docks if we're shipping that item out, and we can move some stuff around so we're operating more efficiently. That way we're not wasting time sending a picker constantly all the way back up to that top row to pull items from. And that's just one of the many features listed here within the visual warehouse. Moving on, I'm going to step over and we're going to take a look at a little bit of inbound processing. So for the inbound processing portion here, I have an ASN receipt, which is an advanced shipping notice. And on this advanced shipping notice, I have 2 items that I'm looking to bring in. So I have item number 1 here, which is going to be some electrical tape, and item 2, which is a pre-wrap as well. So what we're going to do is we're going to open up our RF scanner, which this is going to be exactly what you would see out on the floor, but this is the browser-based version of that. So go ahead and we'll open that up. Select our warehouse. Hit enter. Yes, we're ready to start work for the day. And then we're going to go into receiving. Once you come in here, it is going to ask what printer you're working closest to. Benefit being that if you've got multiple printers out on the floor, you can select the one you're closest to. That way you're printing any labels or anything else needed. That way you're not having to walk back and forth across the warehouse. All right. So for this particular item, we're going to be doing a rainbow pallet receipt. The benefit being is that if you have an item coming in, you're able to take off multiple items that are unalike off of a load and put them onto the same pallet, and then the system will direct you where to put those items through in the warehouse. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to get our ASN number, and we're going to enter that in here. And then our item, which was going to be that electrical tape, enter that in as well. All right. So for this first one, we had a quantity of 10 coming in, cases, enter. Here was, you just hit enter as well. Pass on through, we're going to be sending this to the staging location, accept. And right here is where we'll enter our rainbow pallet. So this will be the placard that you'll stick on the side of the pallet. These can be pre-printed or pre-rolled. You can print your own off, so on and so forth. But for these purposes, we're just going to make up a number for one for today. We'll just put today's date in. And hit enter. All right, so that's the first item brought off. We're going to hit enter again, and we're going to go through and we're going to go ahead and move off that second item as well, which was going to be that pre-wrap electrical. All right, for this one, we have 10 quantity as well, 10 cases. Enter, 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 sending it to the stage location just like last time. And just like for the first one, we're going to put that on the same pallet as well. And hit enter. All right, just like that, we've brought in the items and we've put them on the pallet. If we come back over to our WMS software here, to our ASN receipt, and we hit refresh, you'll notice here that it says the status is new, nothing has happened. We refresh it up at the top. Refresh that. Okay, well, this might be the wrong one right here, but yes, it would say that it has been received in as well. All right, so going out back, we're going to go ahead and we're going to move over to the put away process. So for the put away process, we're going to take that LPN that we just brought in that's currently sitting in the staging area, and we're going to go to put it away. So once we do that, the system is going to direct us based off of what information we have set up in place, where to put those items. So go ahead and put that pallet number in. Hit enter. And as you see here, we've got our two items, and it's going to tell us where it wants to put those items. So for the first item, it wants us to go put it in AS07F. For the second item, it wants us to move it to the kitting. So we'll just select that first item, move on through, enter our item number, enter. Go ahead and type that in correct. There we go. Enter the location, the AO7F, and the quantity. Enter, say it's working, and that's that first item put away. And we just do the same thing for the next one. So depending on how you have your location set up and your items set up, you can have the system direct those items you put into either similar locations or maybe empty locations, just however you want to have it done. That way you're not having to, walk around the facility and try to find a location where those items might fit. The system does that heavy lifting for you and will put those items in the location for you as well. So this one will be going to the kitting location, enter, and then just same quantity as well. All right. So as you'll notice here on this final screen, we have labor standards as well that is a part of Infor WMS. So you can see that these are the actual time that it took to complete the transaction. And if we had labor standards set up in here, which you can do, you can have a standard time as well. So if it was supposed to take me a minute and I did it in 35 seconds, then I would have had a great performance rate. And these are all metrics you can track and have set up for your warehouse as well. And this is all configurable as well. So if you didn't want the people on the floor to see the labor standards here at the end, you could have that turned off as well. And you could just only have access to that information. All right, hopping back over to our WMS. Next up, we're going to look at a little inventory control. So within inventory control, you're able to go through and see things such as inbound execution, inventory, balances. Here we go. You're able to see things such as your items, their locations, any lot numbers that may be attached to them. how much you have on hand of those items, as well as availability, any LPNs that may be attached to them, and location as well. And all of this is tracked in real time, so you're able to easily access, bring this up, see where everything is located at within the warehouse. All right, hopping back over to our RF scanner, we're going to look at a little bit of cycle counting. Okay, so imagine for a moment you're out on the floor, you're a picker. There's not much picking going on at the moment, but you need a task to do. So within the task manager here, you're able to come in, select a task such as cycle count, and hit enter. So the system will generate cycle counts for areas based on your ABC classes or any other configuration you have set up. Go ahead and hit enter. All right, here in the cycle count, it's going to direct us to this location, this A05F. It's wanting us to go and take a look at this item, these drinks. So we're going to go to the location. We'll walk out there, imagine. We'll put in our item number. We see the location, 5F. And let's see, I'm counting, and looks like I've got 50 on hand. So I'll go ahead and put that in here. 50 each of the drinks. And the system brought up an alert here that the count does not match. So if the system was saying, hey, we had 100 here and you counted 50, something's not matching there, then you have somebody take a closer look. Within the WMS software itself, we can hop back over and we can look at our cycle count tasks that have happened for the day. So if I refresh that, bring up the current date, you can see that at today's date and time, that user, Alex Darnell, that's me, did a count over here at this location. So you can have these set up to where if something is counted and hey, there wasn't enough in the area based on what the system said, you have a supervisor go over and look at it before signing off and putting in the adjustment. All right, and that wraps up the cycle counting portion. Moving over to our next step here, we're going to look at a little bit of outbound processing. So for this outbound processing, it'll be doing some cluster picking. So it'd be taking multiple orders and going through the facility and picking them at the same time. So hopping over here to our shipment order, as you can see, this is going to be an outbound order that we're working with. And we're going to be sending out some of that electrical tape that we brought in a minute ago. So we hop back over to our RF scanner, do picking, enter for the printer we're closest to, and we're going to select cluster picking. So like I said earlier, the benefit of cluster picking is if you have a picker that's going out and taking multiple orders for a trailer or a customer, you're able to put in all of these orders into this area, and the system will direct you through your warehouse, through your facility, based on your configuration, to pick those orders in the most efficient way possible. That way you're not wasting time, stopping, going back across the facility, so on and so forth. You're able to get through the facility and pick your orders very efficiently. Go ahead and put that order in here, hit enter. Cluster summary here, we've got a total of 1 order, 1 pick, we got 1 case. It's going to direct us to that location. So it wants us to go to AO10A. So we'll imagine that we're walking over there. We're riding on a forklift. We're going to get that item, hit enter, and we're wanting a quantity of 10, and hit enter. We'll put it on an LPN. Just make one up. Like I said earlier, you can have these printed off or have the system printed for you, or even have rolls of pre-printed barcodes as well, as I've seen. Once you're done, the system will say, hey, your pick's complete. And from that point, you can go ahead and move them out to your loading dock if you're ready to get shipped and put out onto a trailer, or you can move them over to your quality control if you need to do any inspections before that kind of stuff goes out. And then you're just good to go. So as far as that goes, that kind of wraps up my demo portion here of the WMS software. Jason, go ahead and kick it back over to you.
Yeah, hey, thank you, Alex, for that wonderful information. That's about as succinct as I think anyone could do that demo. That was awesome, Alex. So, Infor, Wholesale distribution, why Infor? Their distribution-focused investment in industry-specific functionality built in from sales through operations, service, and delivery. Their innovative multi-tenant cloud platform for integration, workflows, contextual BI, extensibility, IoT, and AI. Modern. They're a beautiful user experience to support a new generation of workers. Faster time to value, implementation, accelerators, and best practices baked into every wholesale distribution deployment. It's a complete suite. Scalable group of applications to meet your specific needs, and of course, hybrid support. It's a single platform to traverse business models from distribution to service to rental to light manufacturing. A little bit about Action and the Infor partnership. We're the largest North American distribution partner for Infor, 25-plus year gold partner, 2020 Infor Circle of Excellence partner, supporting over 700 Infor distribution customers. We have a deep-rooted expertise in distribution, light manufacturing, warehouse operations, and e-commerce skills. Key industries include industrial, building materials, electrical, HVAC, paper, Jansen, food and beverage. We have over 225 employees, 225 professionals to serve our customers, with 24-hour Tier 1 hotline support and full software support from 8 a.m. Eastern Time to 5 p.m. Pacific. So we're there for you when you need us. Some of our offerings: application consulting, managed services, application hosting, remote monitoring, backup, network engineering, software engineering, collaboration, cloud technologies, custom application development, virtualization, security, CRM, web enablement, e-commerce, and Action Link products, all included as an Action customer. Also, 2024 MSP 500 award winner, top workplaces for 2024, Accounting Today 2024 VIR 100, and once again, an award for Bob Scott's award. So we're kind of all over. We're the top of the list for most of our customers. Here you'll see a link. If you have your mobile device handy, you can scan that QR code. It's our one-stop solution for distributors. You'll find access to our customer success stories, informational success stories, and links to register for more upcoming events. So put your profits first. Put your profits in motion with Infor WMS and Action. For any questions you may have, you can reach out to Alexander Darnell, application consultant for WMS, at ADARNELL@action.com. Once again, thank you, Alex, and thank you, everyone, for attending today's event. We know your day is busy, so we appreciate the time you took out of it to come hang out with us today. Once again, I'm Jason Naxted. You guys, thank you again. Have a nice day, and we will see you next time. Thank you, everyone.
Yes, thank you, everyone, and thank you, Jason.